just 1,000.
Hi guys, you are watching this video. Most likely you want to find out what is your body type so that you can plan your meal correctly and train effectively. In general, there are 3 body types, but most of us fall into the mixed body type. With the right amount of nutrition and effective training, it is possible to shift your body type. Okay, let's go and check it out. What are the 3 body types? The first one is ectomorph. Ectomorph body type are usually the people who are thin and small bone structure. They gain very little weight, they have high metabolism, so that they burn calories very fast, and they have a very little fat storage. Alright, this group of people always surround us. You must be wondering why they always eat a lot and didn't gain any weight, because this belongs to their genetic. Alright, this group of people does best with good carbohydrates in the diet, along with a moderate protein and lower fat intake. Suggested food intake for ectomorph: carbohydrate 50 to 55%, protein 25 to 30%, fat 20%. Ectomorph men begin by eating 2 palms of protein-dense food at each meal, 2 feasts of vegetables at each meal, 3 cups handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 1 tons of fat-dense food at each meal. Ectomorph women begin by eating 1 palm of protein-dense food at each meal, 1 feast of vegetables at each meal, 0.5 cup handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 2 tons of fat-dense food at each meal. Ectomorph exercise: reduce cardio 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times per week. Treat it as warm-up because cardio is still very important to build cardiovascular and heart health. Okay, your focus is mainly on the strength training. Make it to 4 to 5 sessions weekly, moderate to heavy weight. 6 to 10 reps with 1 to 2 minutes rest per set. Perform compound movements. Compound movements meaning exercises that work several muscle groups at once, most effectively to build muscle mass and quicker to gain strength. Some great examples like push-up, squats, lunges, and many more. Okay, let's move on to the next body type, mesomorph. Mesomorph, they are well known to have good genes, medium-sized bone structure, and athletic body. If they are active, they usually have a very nice proportionate body with good amount of lean muscles, high metabolism but lower than ectomorph. If they have a healthy lifestyle and well-balanced diet, typically they are easier to maintain a healthy weight. They can put on weight if they slack off, but once they get back in their fitness routine and eat well, it is easier for them to lose weight and gain muscles as well. Mesomorph's typical goal is to lean up, alright? So maintain your weight, reduce body fats, and increase your lean muscles. Suggested food intake for mesomorph: typically do best on mixed diet, consisting of balanced carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. 40% carbohydrates, 30% protein, and 30% fats can work well. Mesomorph men begin by eating 2 palms of protein-dense food at each meal, 2 feasts of vegetables at each meal, 2 cups handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 2 tons of fat-dense food at each meal. Mesomorph women begin by eating 1 palm of protein-dense food at each meal, 1 feast of vegetables at each meal, 1 cup handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 1 ton of fat-dense food at each meal. So when it comes to exercising, you should focus equally on strength and cardio. For strength training, you can do compound and isolation exercises. Isolation movements develop muscles once you have reached a certain level of muscle mass using compound exercises. So it's very important to combine both isolation and compound exercises together. So for exercises, moderate to heavy weights, 8 to 12 reps, rest 30 to 90 seconds between sets. 3 to 4 times weekly for both cardio and strength training. 45 to 60 minutes of quality workout sessions. Let's go for the final body type. It's endomorph. Endomorph have a larger bone structure with higher amount of total body mass and fat mass. They tend to be naturally less active. Alright, they have slower metabolism and gain fat pretty easy. They have to be very disciplined in their food intake in order to get fit. If they maintain an active lifestyle, they can build a lot of muscles. Typical goal for Endomorph. Suggested food intake is to have low carb, high protein, and moderate amount of fats. 25% of carbohydrates, 35% of protein, and 40% of healthy fats. Healthy fats such as fish, high in omega fatty acids, olive oil, nuts, or avocados. You must be thinking, since I want to lose weight, isn't I supposed to cut off the fats? Do you know that good fats can actually slow down your digestion and also keep you fuller and reduce your cravings? A constant supply of healthy fats, your body will willing to let go the fats it is currently holding. If your goal is to lose weight, you don't reduce your fats, reduce your carbohydrate. But do remember, fats also high in calories, so consume in moderate. Alright, so you eat less than what you are currently eating, but still enough calories to maintain an active lifestyle. You can eat smaller portions, but more regularly to keep your metabolism on the higher end. Endomorph man begins by eating 2 pumps of protein-dense food at each meal, 2 feasts of vegetables at each meal, 1 cup handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 3 thumbs of fat-dense food at each meal. For Endomorph women, begin by eating 1 pump of protein-dense food at each meal, 1 feast of vegetables at each meal, 0.5 cup handful of carb-dense food at each meal, 2 thumbs of fat-dense food at each meal. For your training, include compound movements with shorter rests between sets. This helps to burn more calories, build more strength and muscles, and burn fats effectively. Moderate sets 8 to 15 reps per set. Short rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets. Include superset training. Alright, superset training referring to performing 2 exercises without resting. Alright, for example like push up and bend over row, back to back without resting. And this will help to burn more calories and also to shed fats quicker. Intervals and circuit trainings are very effective for you as well. If your goal is to lose weight, cardio is still the core of your training and mixed with strength training. Alright, 2 to 3 sessions of strength trainings, 4 to 5 sessions of cardio training per week. 45 to 60-minute quality sessions. In general, we encourage individuals to experience with different types of nutrition strategy or fitness strategies until they find out what works for them. And this is one of certain ways to go about doing things. Still, if simply endless trial and error with food intake doesn't sound like an enjoyable way to spend your weekend, then identify your body type and eat the appropriate distribution of nutrients might be a smart place to begin with. Cardio helps you to burn excess calories, strength helps you to build muscles and increase metabolism, but all boil down to food intake. Alright, so watch your food intake and do your workout. You will achieve your goal. So comment below and tell me what is your body type.
Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.